Hey everybody, welcome to this sketchbook session. I'm starting a new sketchbook, and it's a Canson multimedia sketchbook. There goes the stats. It's 200 GSM paper. It's really smooth. I really like the Canson mixed media paper a lot. Right there to the right is some acrylic paint that I have in pill cases, and my brushes, palette, my favorite palette knife, a credit card. I have no plan. I just have different tools there that I want to have handy just in case I want to use them, like that bubble wrap. So let us get started. I usually like to start a painting with dark colors like black. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm finding my process. I'm starting to get a process down, and starting off with black first seems to be the thing for me. I like to start off with that color. And I'm just getting some color down on the page, not really thinking, well, not really knowing what I'm going to do next. So now I'm going in with some white and, placing white like around the black, but in some spots on top of the black, kind of mixing it together. I really like using palette knife. So I had let that dry, and so now I'm going in with one of the brushes. That's a Craft Smart brush I got at Michael's. I'm going in with this color. This is Naples Yellow Red. It's an Amsterdam color acrylic paint. And that's one of my favorite colors. I always find um, find a way to bring that color into my paintings. Some of the paint has dried in the pill boxes, like that blue, that powder blue that I'm using right now. It was really kind of sticky and dry. It was drying. So, and there's a few other colors in there that are just dried out. And I'm not sure if I'll take it out or do I just get a new pill case because I got them at the Dollar Tree. And I filled them up with acrylic paint. So I let that dry, and we're gonna come back and add some more layers. So now we are working with Stabilo Woodies. and Tempera paint sticks. I wanted to, now that I got some color down on the page, I want to shift over to line, adding some line to the spread. So I used a Stabilo Woody for that. And this is a Gelato, Faber Castell Gelato that I'm using. I have those gelatos. I have paint sticks, tempera paint sticks. Yeah, and I like those a lot for sketchbook work. So lately, I've been really loving the process of working things out in my sketchbook. I know that's what a sketchbook is for, but I've been really loving the process of working things out in my sketchbook, starting, a sketch, a little mini version of what I want to then bring to canvas. Like, for instance, this landscape is something that I would probably want to bring to a canvas. So, and on a larger scale. So, I've been really loving that process because it allows me to go back to my sketchbooks, like maybe go through them, go through old sketches, and get inspiration from my own work. So I'm still going back in between line, adding some shapes with Stabilo Woodies and paint sticks. And I was being a lot more intentional with where I placed my lines or where I placed my colors. And this is where I think the landscape starts coming together. When I use this sort of burnt sienna color, that's one of my favorite colors to paint with, is burnt sienna. When I added this color, I feel like in that line, I feel like the landscape started coming together, as you can see. And I'm just like, you see me there, like trying to figure out where I should put more, because I started to really like what that color added to the page. And one of my favorite colors to also paint with is green. I need like a range of greens. Whenever I work, I need at least 3 ranges of of green. It just ends up being in my paintings, or my artwork in general. And yeah, I was looking for that other green the darker green, which is another great color of those paint sticks. That brand is Delgreen. It's Asian, and I believe I got it on Temu way back when. So, yeah. So I decided to just put that green aside and start focusing on just placing like a softer color down. So here we go with the pencil. This was just a basic black drawing pencil that I got so long ago from Michael's when I first started my art journey. Before I discovered Blick, there was Michael's for me, and that's where I used to shop for my art supplies. And I still do, actually. I still do. But, for certain things, like canvases, Michael's always has a sale on canvases. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one 50 off. They always have a sale on canvases and paint. That's what I see. So I'm just going around the spread with my pencil, and I really like adding that pencil effect. I don't know, it gives it a certain abstract oomph. So I had let that sit for a while, and then after I ate lunch, I came back with my distressed crayons. And this mahogany color specifically always calls me when I work with these crayons. And I just wanted to see what it was going to add to the landscape. Was it going to, kind of pop? Because it's a super dark color. So, after I realized that it's not really doing much, in my opinion. Another artist could be looking at this right now and like, girl, it's great. Keep going with that color. But I just, as you can see with my hand movements, it's not really adding, it's not giving what I wanted to give. So, that is called Aged Mahogany Distressed Crayons, Ted Holtz. That I also got from Michael's. So I decided to go in with another color that is great in this pack, Wild Honey. And that color gives it gives a better energy. So I decided to just, go around the painting and make sure if I added a color on one spot, make sure I added, in another spot to kind of balance it out on both sides. So I'm coming down to a point where I know I need to stop, but I don't stop. And I'm like, I just wanted to really play with those crayons. So I just wanted to keep going. I don't know why, because it's clearly done. So eventually I get the memo that I need to stop. That's it. Sometimes you just got to know when to stop and force yourself to stop. So there it is, my abstracted landscape. And I really like the way it came out. I like the colors. Again, this is my go-to palette. I love painting landscapes. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It turns out that I didn't need all of those tools. I forgot that I even had them there. Yeah, so subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys later.